What is up, team? Chuck with Traders War Room, and I'm back at you with another video. It's Monday, and I got a fantastic video for you. But real quick, I need you to hit that like, share, and subscribe button, and I need you to come along with me on the journey and hit the description tab out because I got tons of links right there to make you a better trader, and you can join the TWR Market Warriors. And right now, we got the May Day discounts, and the link is in the description. And right after this, I got a short promotion so you can get all the information. And by the way, I'm out here remotely doing some training for the Army. But if you're in the Manhattan or the Fort Riley area, I want to meet up with you, okay? So hit me up, let me know your area, location. We can meet up, grab a bite to eat, talk some stocks, and I want to meet my TWR Market Warrior Bulls. Without further ado, let's go ahead and get into the video because we got a lot to cover, man. The video was fantastic, and I want to go ahead and get in it because there's a lot of money-making opportunities. And as always, if you're ready, you follow me and the other TWR Market Warriors, and let's go out there and make some money. And I'll see you when that market bell rings. What is up, team? Chuck with Traders War Room. It's May, and we got the May Day discount at Traders War Room. I'm slashing the price to the Discord 60%. I want to afford everybody the opportunity to come get some and trade with the Bulls. No matter the budget or the experience level, I want you on the team. You're going to get 250 channels over at the Discord. Stocks, options, futures, forex, crypto, sports, bonds, and yields. If you can trade and make money, man, we got something over there. I got all the real-time alerts, man. 40 analysts, 150 hour signals. I got the data flow. I got the trade bots. I got the chart bots. Live trading, live classes. 8 full-time staff members with 7 unique trade floors to guide and mentor you. I even have Series 6 and Series 7 professionals on staff. No other server has that. No other professionals have that unless you're JP Morgan and Chase. And I promise you, one day TWR is going to be a household name in the trading community. If you're serious about making money, man, come and get some and come trade with the Bulls. And I even got a free section until you're ready to come get it. Guys, I'll see you when that market bell rings.
Hey, Traders War Room, what you want to do when the Traders War Room? Hey!
All right. If you guys got anything you want to go ahead and add, go ahead and put it into the chat. I'll check the chat periodically as we go through, but we're going to go ahead and check out the market review first, and then we'll go ahead and knock out earnings preview, and then we're going to go ahead and talk about, I wanted to talk about something today that I get a lot of on direct messages, and one of the things is direct message. Sometimes people don't understand what Traders War Room is really trying to do here. So, we kind of have that gimmick, right? We started Traders War Room with a bunch of military vets, and the way we correlated and understood the market is that we kind of related it to our combat experience, such as planning, training, managing, and securing. And those are all operational terms that we use when we're looking at combat scenarios, okay? And, it's similar when we're looking at the market. And so, when we looked at the market, we were looking for kind of a gimmick, to kind of fit into something that we could sell and kind of differentiate ourselves from all the other people out there, right? So one of the things that we did as Traders War Room is we were talking about, we're at war with the marketplace. We want to look at the market zone as a battle zone, right? As a war zone and stuff like that. And when you look at it, I mean, look at it. It is any way you look at it, any shape or form, you're looking at it. I mean, this right here is, you were going to war with the marketplace, okay? Whether you're in the Dow, right? You're the S&P or you're the NASDAQ, the big ones. I mean, this is a battle, okay? This, think of this as like maybe like the front line, right? Or you can draw a line at any of these things, just go into the middle sector, right? And everything is kind of like the battle zone. It's like it's pushing up the front, right? You're trying to assault the objective and you're getting pushed back, right? The enemy's approaching and you're going up and you're assaulting it, right? Well, think of yourself as like the good guy. Okay, we're always going to be the good guy in the scenario, right? The stock is the enemy, right? The sector is the enemy and stuff like that. Well, if we're long this way, okay? And the trend that we're fighting, right, is we're long the market. So we are assaulting the bears, right? And we are long. So we're going boom. All right, Bears, we got you. Bam. Let's make that money. Let's make that money. Let's make that money. And then we're going to go ahead and take profits before the Bears start to counter and bring in their battle buddies to go ahead and start saying, you know what? Hey, enough's enough, Bulls. We got you. Okay. We got something for you. And the Bears are going to start coming in and attack. Boom. Now we can always, of course, pivot and start playing that side of the house too, as well. That's where the mindset. So the idea is, and the gimmick is being at war with the marketplace, stocks and sectors of the battle. And I just wanted to express and kind of give you guys a little understanding when I say those words, attack, conquer, and destroy. You know, I say them because they're fun. And it's part of the gimmick that Traders War Room uses. But also I want them to resonate inside your mind. I want them to click. It's something, it's a in the military, we use a lot of acronyms and a lot of, terms that quick give us signals so that we can remember things real fast, right? One of the things I remember is KISS, okay? Keep it simple, stupid, right? Okay. Or, depending on the age that you're in is, keep it uh stupid simple, right? Doesn't matter, however you want to say it, right? But KISS, when you try to keep things KISS, that acronym right there, KISS, hey, we're going to go ahead and do this KISS style, all right? Or we're going to Barney style this, okay? When you hear those words, you automatically know, okay, Barney style is all right. We're going to take this back to the basics, okay? We're going to go A, B, C. We're going to strip it down like an onion peel and go to the base of it so that we can build it up and start from scratch. I want those things to resonate with you. Okay. So when you talk about attacking, I want you to think, okay, attacking, right? We're looking for the base here. Okay. We're looking for the attack point on this thing. We see the double bottom here. Okay. That's attack points, right? We know that double bottoms, we like that for potential attack points. We see the single bottom, right? It pops up, it comes back here. Double bottoms is a pattern that we enjoy, that we know that TA exists because patterns tend to repeat themselves over and over again, right? And that's the whole idea with TA. Now, they don't always have to, but they do. And that's why TA exists. So we do like that one. We see the double bottom here. So we go ahead and say, you know what? We're going to go ahead and think long, right? Once we get confirmation that we start to make the breach above our previous, if we get in down here on a whim, great, right? Maybe we don't get in down there. We wait until it breaches up here. Okay. That's fine. All right. And then we start to ride. Okay. And we're riding. Okay. We're being cautious. We're riding. We take some profits here, comes down, and we buy in a little bit more. We start to ride some more. Once we start to get up to the point and we start to see that the momentum is shifting and we're starting to lose that momentum, and maybe we got the assault is coming reverse our direction, we probably need to think of our exit strategy. All right. Attacking, conquering, destroying, and then looking for that pivot out of the strategy and into a new strategy. I just wanted to give you a little idea, a little, you know, insight into the, mindset on what we do when we talk about the things that we talk about at Traders and stuff like that. So, anyways, now let's go ahead and get into it. Okay, the Dow. All right, so let's get into the Dow here. All right, Dow, let's go ahead and get into a 4-hour on the Dow. Told you we're going to review the markets first, right? Go ahead and get into the 4-hour on the Dow. Dow popped up pretty decently. Okay, Dow's looking pretty strong. What I like about the Dow here is that we have room to run. Okay, you notice when we're up here at when we're looking at the Dow at the top. All right, Dow up here at the top, we have plenty of room to go up here at the top. Okay, plenty of room to run with the Dow. I mean, there's nothing that we don't have to worry about the Dow at all. We can run on the Dow all day. Now, can we go to the bottom? Yeah, sure. But what we have here is we got a W. Okay, we got a W, and we created a higher low here, and we popped up, we gapped up a little bit. So the idea of us at least continuing to assault on up until we get some sort of negative catalyst overall in the marketplace is probably a good idea, and we'll probably end up getting the hold on that one as well. So I do like the overall potential, specifically with stocks overall for the movement to the higher. But as you can see, we got a whole bunch of room to run. And this is good for us because we can make moves and we don't have to move too fast, okay? And we have a lot of room to go. So I do like the movements to the upside, which gives us some, leverage, some definite ideas. We can think long as like I said, the catalysts and the overall sentiment stays positive. We like the positions for the push. Now, I would be looking, I don't think we get the whole run right yet, at least without a pullback all the way up here. I do think that we probably get a nice little push. We're probably looking for the push up to about this shelf. So we're looking for about that push where, 38,850, right? We're probably looking for another 50-point move to the upside, maybe a 100-point move before we start to get rejection and a push down lower, right? So I'd be looking for probably the push right up here to go breach this previous high. And then the next push would be up here to about this line here, where we'd be looking for that, that pause, that push into that shelf where we previously had a whole bunch of price action happen. That would be a nice little battle zone. Okay. This would be where we talk about having that battle zone where we're looking for that struggle. Okay. There'd be the push for the bulls to have to win or the bears to get that rejection to the downside. So we'd be looking for a little struggle around this zone, but I like it from here up into that point. Yeah, I think long positions on some of your favorite, high value market cap stocks. Yeah, I think it looks good. And a lot of the stuff's beat up, stuff looking at like things that like Boeing and McDonald's and stuff like that. Everything looks good to go on that particular market. So I do like him. So I'm saying go for it. Get it. Get you some. Get you some. All right, let's go ahead and look at the SPX. Same thing on the SPX, right? We got a nice little W on the SPX. Again, we made a higher low, right? And we're pushing, right? We're starting to get this pattern. We almost have a 3-soldier pattern here off of the 4-hour. We like these, okay? These full green, strong green candlesticks, okay? What we're looking for is we're looking for probably to push to about right here, right? This 5,200 area, 5,200 area. Now we're already breaching here. Okay, this is this previous zone right here. All right, we breach above this. We already breached above this, and so we hold above this zone. Next area is we're going up here to look into this zone here where we're looking for these breaks above this area. Now we got some breaches here, and we got some areas, but that's basically the middle ground of where we're looking for. Okay, that 5,200 area, that's that psychological area that we're looking for that push. So we're looking for the break here, 5,180, we're looking for that push, the break out of here, and we're looking for that push to 5,200. So SPX looks really good right now for some pushes, for some longs. As long as we stay strong, we're looking good for that, and we want to go ahead and push it. And of course, the NASDAQ, let's look at it. NASDAQ's pushing hard. Now, the NASDAQ looks like it potentially, now everything could, break out and stuff, but we're looking a little stressed on the NASDAQ. Now, this all is subjective, of course, but we are looking like we're starting to approach a previous table level, okay, on the NASDAQ. And we got this level here. Now we do got some room though. We got about 100-point move, which is good for us, right? Hitting that same pattern here. Got a huge gap up that we just hit, right? And it's pushing. But we just hit this huge area here and broke through it. Pushing up to this area, this 16.4 area, 425 would be good. I think the psychological area, the 16.5. So if we go ahead and push this up here to the 16.5, I think that's the area where we'll probably see the most resistance point if we can break through this area here, right? So 16.4, we break through 16.4, we push to 16.5. That's where we're going to see the most psychological area inside of this battle zone here, right? Because we already broke through here. Good. I wouldn't be surprised if we get a little pullback, but say we hold this zone and we keep ascending to the upside, right? No big, huge catalyst movements to the downside, things of that nature. Okay, we stay calm, cool, collected, keep ascending up, and everything stays, green and gravy and stuff like that, right? Good. All right, then we go ahead and we start to come up. I think we go ahead and hit here. We probably reject from here. Maybe we breach a little bit, go retest some of this area here, but we probably breach and probably pull back a little bit, see if we're truly ready to go ahead and to creep up, because we do have this gap. Okay, we did gap up pretty hard. Okay, and we got this gap here from here to here now that probably needs to be filled. All right, and so we need to pay attention to that, because that could always get a little bit of fill if we can't hold these lines, okay, to hold these levels and things of that nature. So we just need to keep that in, understanding, because if we get some sort of negative news, negative catalyst, some sort of economic data that shows some weakness or some idea that, some cutting won't be happening, or some, just something, the stuff that makes the market shaky and everything like that. We probably can get some of this ascension that we have. We'll probably react with some knee-jerk reaction to the downside, and we can lose some of the momentum that we have here. So go ahead and just play this one by ear and just enjoy the run that we have so far. Let's go ahead and go in here. Let's look at the market overview. When you're looking at the market overview, you can see we're right here. We got a lot more advances than decliners. Okay, IPOs, we're not really going to talk about the IPOs. We'll talk about the earnings calendar. Okay, 5.6 to 5.7. Well, let's go ahead and hop into some of the earnings that we had today. Specifically, I want to talk about PLTR. All right, so what did PLTR do today? Let's go ahead and go into the 4-hour chart. All right. Oh man. All right, PLTR did not perform well. Okay. Everyone had this. So congratulations to the people that took the calls and the puts. Okay. We did have a couple of our analysts over there on the Traders War Room platform that went ahead and rode calls into earnings, right? And also played the puts just in case as a hedge. All right. It's always a smart idea. In the money, at the money, as much as you can afford. And the premiums weren't that expensive on the PLTR. So, you could have gone out until the 17th and you weren't paying much more than about 100 for your contracts. And that was saying real close within one or two of the skew from at the money. So congratulations. We definitely made money on the way up, took profits today, and those puts are going to pay are going to pay great, because I think we got the $24 puts, and we got those on until the 17th. So theta shouldn't affect us too much on those ones, because we got those up here as well. So we should be able to capitalize on all of this as long as we could still hold this. So basically right here, PLTR, it's a hype train. You got everybody that was hoping this thing was going to be the next, big pusher and everything. And it still has potential and stuff. It's just not ready yet. It doesn't have the artificial intelligence oomph that everybody was waiting on. So that's the big story with PLTR. Okay. Everyone was hoping that it had the artificial, I mean, it did well in earnings, but everyone was hoping it had the artificial intelligence oomphs, and it doesn't have this. I still think that it probably, once it finds its center, I mean, you can see that it was down here, a little bit ago. So I still think that we probably will start to kind of find its new level, and then we can start to, slowly rise up to the next zone. So I don't know if we'll see below $20 on PLTR. I think it's earned its right to be above $20 now. So I do still think this is a good holding for shares long. Leaps also out in 2026 look really, really good, especially off of this dump here. So I'd be looking at that. Look at the $30, $35 strike price on those leaps, and you can definitely probably make some money on that one. Come on in. Let's look at Axon. All right, Axon did not do so well. Okay. You see, this is one of those we like these type of plays too. Okay. These are ones that we don't like to play for earnings. because they have such a wide range, okay? And these are hard to play. You either get lucky on them or you don't get lucky on them. But after earnings, these give you a great opportunity for, continuation plays where you can play triggers off of these. And these are real easy ones to go ahead and just strike with triggers, right? So you go ahead and put your trigger high, and you can go ahead and put your trigger low, and you can adjust these however you want. I like to go trigger high and trigger low off a previous price action, and also staying in range of where we're at currently. And what we're doing is we're looking for the breach. Okay, we start to breach above or trigger high, we're going to go ahead and swing long. If we start to breach above below trigger low, we're going to go ahead and swing short. And that's pretty much the strategy here. So off of the earnings trade, when we have this large mother bar, outside bar that we're looking at, we can go ahead and trade. Typically, if we were shorter outside bar, we go ahead and play off at the trigger points, the wicks. But this one is huge. I mean, you're at 338 all the way down to 315, right? So we have to play inside a little bit. And that's okay. We can go ahead and play off the previous price action, which gives us some good range over here as well, based off of some shelves. So we're okay with that. Tyson Foods. Oh man, we talked about this one in our video. Okay, Tyson Foods still not able to hang. Okay, Tyson Foods still not able to hang. Now it did okay. It had a nice trend going into the print. It just wasn't able to hang. Okay, and basically, off of what I'm seeing here, I think this is a good candidate for a continuation off the short. I mean, it had to pushing all the way up to 65. It just couldn't hold it. And you see the step laddering down, it trying to come back up. I think we have a fail over here, and I think it's losing the confidence of the American consumer. All right. I think it's losing the confidence of the American consumer. And I think you go ahead and we can see this one going to the downside a little bit more. So I would feel okay going ahead, going short on Tyson Foods. um you'd want to look out a little bit, buy yourself some time. But yeah, I think you probably can start looking at the strike, maybe 55 on this one, and buy yourself some time, looking at about 6 months or so, and you'll probably be able to make yourself some money. As you can see, we have some room. Last shelf that we had was right here, so it's right in range. I mean, it definitely is right there. So yeah, I think we probably will see that test a little bit lower, and see if we can hold that level off of this terrible print that we had right there. So see what else we got. Is there anything noteworthy that we have left? I'm not seeing anything really. No, no, no. All right, let's go into earnings coming up. All right, earnings coming up. All right. Let's go ahead and go to earnings coming up. Here we go. Disney. Let's talk about it. All right. Disney, big one. We got a nice little cup starting to form here. Okay. Disney. This one be interesting. Okay. When you push out a little bit, we definitely have the pattern that suggests that we could see the move higher. Disney, though, could suffer some of that issue that we have with some of those revenue things going on with the streaming giants and stuff like that. So we definitely want to pay attention to that. But this is one of those that I would it's hard to gamble against Disney, man. They're doing a lot of the right things. This would be one of those you probably want to play a call and a put, staying at the money, in the money as much as possible, playing the call and the put just to be safe. This would be one of those that is this earnings tomorrow morning? We might have missed this one. This tomorrow morning, so we might have missed this one. This will be interesting. We could potentially play this one off of the earnings play. We're gonna miss this cup starting to form. We'll see if we get the push. I am going to go ahead and make a prediction. I'm going to say that we get the break to the upside, and I think that longs would go ahead and be the one to go. I think we probably could go out of the money a little bit if we wanted to. 120, 125 would be 165. That'd be about the limit I'd want to go if we were doing out the money. It's in range, if we did the 125s. We definitely still want to go 17 May. Still deltas above the theta. We like that. That's okay. Duke Energy. Duke Energy killed, man. Duke is a killer, man. Look at that. Duke Energy is a monster. I love Duke Energy. It's good. Duke Energy is good trade. I like Duke for the push to the upside. This one's a dividend powerhouse too, man. Duke is strong. You can't bet against Duke. I'd be going long. What else we got? Data Dog. Okay, Data Dog is one. We got the trade on this one. This one is a spread one. TWR spread, man. Went ahead and put out a nice little spread on this one. We'll see what happens with this one. This was a decent spread that was presented. Let me look at the alert that we had on this one for the spread. 140 to 145 call debit spread, right? So it's to buy the 140, sell the 145. So basically he's looking for, and we're looking out at 17 May. So he's looking for the push up and looking to breach this stuff, right? It hits those target. If we were to breach this area and you breach here and you capture the movement from here to here, and then you hit on top of that. So that'd be 127 to 138, the $10 movement, and then you double that, right? You'd be able to max profit that. That was a 4-to-1 max profit. So a $90 entry would get you $400 off of that trade. That's great risk versus reward type of ratio when you're doing spreads. Those are the type of spreads that we like to do. So if you're into spreads, those are the spreads that we really like to look for. So TWR spread man likes to put those out. You can't beat those type of plays. I mean, I do like this one. This has earnings tomorrow. This is that Celsius drink. They've actually redone the recipe, and so the Celsius drink is really, really popular. And you guys can see that I prefer this drink. This is my drink. All right, so you see this? Bang. All right. That's my drink of choice. But I do like Celsius. Okay. Celsius, they redid the flavor. I like this chart, man. The cup, it's right there. Cup. Yeah, push to the upside. I think 90. I think you get the $10 push, $10 break right here. Breaking 85, push to 90. Yeah, I like it. How much are contracts, man? 90, 250. 28-25, you're about 50-50 on it. Nice volume on that one. Yeah. So that's a decent one right there. I like that one as well. Got a lot of weed stocks coming up. Lyft. Lyft looks okay. All right, so when you look at Lyft compared to Uber, right? And let's look at these two real quick, right? Let's compare these. Lyft actually looks a little less beat up than Uber, to be honest with you. You got this, but see, here's the thing though, you got this large downtrend here where we hit this bottom and we bounced pretty hard. Where was this pop? This was 81. We hit 65. Okay. We're kind of in this zone here now. All right. Both of these have earnings. Lyft is Tuesday after close. Uber is Wednesday before open. So it'll be interesting to see how this goes. Both of these are going to be one of those, you're going to end up having to take a lotto on these, okay? Because you're not going to know what this is going to do. Lyft will come first and Uber comes second. So you end up having to take a lotto. But both of them look okay. The only issue that I have with Lyft compared to Uber is that Uber has the logistical side of it, more so than Lyft. And so I would be more leaning on Uber to be a better push off of earnings than Lyft. However, Lyft seems to have some momentum and it is cheap. So there lies the thought pattern of an investor thinking about, in a market area where they're thinking growth, and they're also thinking risk, right? So $17.60 compared to $71.68. Okay. Uber's the better overall leader, right? So this would be the one that you would want to hold for a lifetime, right? But this would be the potential one that's cheaper, and you'd go ahead and buy, 100 shares of this, saying, you know what, this thing has a little bit faster pace potential to go from 17 to say 30 and then stall out a little bit, right? So it'll be interesting to see how this goes. I wouldn't mind taking a gamble on both of these and going long on lottos. $20 call here and an $80 call on this one. Boeing is going to be one of those that I think we got a good case for the push and the break to the upside. I don't know what happened with that thing. They were supposed to have like some sort of launch or something. I would like leaps on Boeing. I think 200 calls on Boeing are a good thing. They're expensive, okay, but definitely I'd like to probably start nibbling up some shares here, and I'll probably be looking to go ahead and start buying up on some shares. Let's go ahead and look at some of the rapid fires that we like. Tesla. Let's go ahead and get into Tesla. We like Tesla. Tesla is starting to form a little jackknife here. It's giving us one of those things. Okay, we're starting to get tight. All right. We have this downtrending here. We're starting to kind of consolidate a little. We got a gap down here. We could very well clear this gap. Any type of negative sentiment news, we're coming down to clear this gap. Okay, so just keep that in the horn. If we get any type of negative sentiment type of news or something, we're coming down. We're going to clear this gap. Okay, but with that, Tesla will lose that $15 push in a heartbeat, just like that. Okay, if we can hold, and I do like it eventually for us to fill out, and I do like this to push back into the 200. I'd like to see this break 200 by the end of May. IWM, I'm loving some IWM here. And look at the difference between IWM and some of the other indexes is that we have room to the upside. IWM's on a breakout pattern. I like this one for the push here to 207. So I think we got about a $3 to $4 move in IWM. So as long as we stay bullish, okay, and we stay into the risky side of the house, IWM will continue to ascend to the upside. Okay, we already broke out from here, right? And that's that push here. Okay, the next push will be to 210. All right. So I do like this here. We just need to stay bullish. If we can stay bullish, the next push is $210. And that's just how IWM rolls. And I like this. 440, we pushed hard. We broke out here, right? Pushed 440. If we can keep the steam, I like it to go up here and retest this area over here, 445, and then we get the cool down area. Okay, that's where we're looking for the cool down area. Those of you that like futures, MNQ, you guys have probably seen me push out some of the futures. We're doing some of the future stuff. I like we've been trading futures right now. We're doing a white label prop firm thing with TWR. I'm testing it out first, seeing how it is. And then if we enjoy it, we might bring it to the TWR family. Basically, a white label prop firm is different than the other prop firms because a white label one is a private equity firm that we're talking to internally that we want to host our own prop firm with. not like these other guys that are doing the Apex and the other things. We can host our own things, we can do our own rules, and we can kind of run it the way we want to for TWR members and stuff like that. So it's something we're looking into, and if we're able to do it and make it right and correctly, we'll end up doing it. But right now, everything's looking really good. Just got to test it out and make sure it makes sense, stuff like that. But we're enjoying it, trading the futures, having a good time with this. Right now, futures looking really good. We're extending, so futures could easily push. You know, futures have been rocking. We had to break, just like everything else, man. As long as we stay bullish, man, futures can easily get that push. And you can make some big money on some of the future pushes and stuff like that. Apple. I think Apple is ready to go ahead. We pushed hard on Apple. Apple did really, really well. Okay. I think it's safe to go ahead and start looking out on Apple and looking at 200 leaps. Okay. Go ahead and start looking at 200 leaps on Apple. They're not that bad priced. You can go ahead and pick yourself up. It's time. It's time, guys. Okay. They're not bad priced. 250 call pushing out to December 18, 226. You're looking at $1,300, man. It's not bad. And you're like, oh, the cheap food, that's $1,300. Dude, listen, this is an investment, man. All you need is one. All right. Just imagine if Apple makes it to that point, $250 by 2025, man. Okay, you're already in the money. All right. So all you need is one. All right. It's an investment. When you do leaps, it's an investment. Okay, it's not so much gambling like you're doing a week out and stuff like that. If you're doing a week out, that's why. And do a little bit cheaper because we're gambling on momentum, pushing us faster so we can make some money off of that. Google, we got the push here, got the pull down. Um, Google's tough. Google's tough. This one's a hard one to give yourself a push either way. I would just go based off of some triggers, man. Right there. All right. I go basically there. If we break to the upside, go ahead and go long. Break to the downside, go ahead and think short. Microsoft popping. Um, Anytime I see this though, I get worried. Okay. Um, when you see really dramatic ascending like this, I start to get worried. Okay. Could I see more push to the upside? Yeah, sure. Absolutely. Um, we've seen higher, you know. I mean, we've seen higher. 430, yeah, we've seen higher, but it gets me worried. Gets me worried. So go ahead and put triggers on this one. We want the pop above, and then we're gonna come here. Like price action there, yeah. So yeah, 417 top, 49 bottom, trigger off top, long, bottom short. Okay, we like that. Amazon, we already breached our move here, right? This is our breach long. Okay, so we got to go. We don't have to go long. Okay, I say these, we got to go long. All right, but if we stick to our plan, we already breached our high level. Okay, so we're already above, right? Our level. We closed above our level on a 4-hour chart, right? Remember, our standard is closing above the level on a 5-minute chart, good, 15-minute chart, best. All right. We closed above on a 4-hour chart, which is okay. Could we pull back below that? Yes. But would that give us an opportunity for a buy zone? Yes. Since we're above our target zone there, we want to go ahead and think long opportunities, but we look for the potential rejection. If we get 3 reasons why to push the buy to the downside, we're going to go ahead and take it, okay? But if we stay solid above, we have to go ahead and respect the trend, and we're going to go ahead and say, you know what? Amazon to 195 sounds like an idea. CrowdStrike. Dude, CrowdStrike. Man, remember when CrowdStrike was trying to compete with Snowflake was killing it though, right? And everyone was like, CrowdStrike is, the second best, blah, blah, blah. Dude, CrowdStrike came out and was swinging, man, swinging, okay? CrowdStrike crushed Snowflake, and they have been killing it ever since. CrowdStrike is popping, guys. Look at this, man. CrowdStrike to 325. You can't do nothing but longs on this one. I mean, you're looking at the chart. It's nothing but making higher highs and higher lows. I mean, yeah, it's breaking out right now. 325. You can't not go long on CrowdStrike, man. So you got to go long on CrowdStrike. I mean, it's happening. Snow's popping out too. This is another one, man. Snow is about to pop out as well. I like Snow to 170. Yeah. 164, 170-ish. Sure. Looks good to me. Long. Docu. Ooh, I don't know. We're having trouble holding this level. We got to go ahead and Docu's looking rough, man. Docu looking rough. We got a gap to fill down to the downside, man. Docu looking rough. Docu, you're going to go ahead and set triggers. Boom. Trigger off the top. We want to close above 60.50. Okay. We want to close above 60.50. All right. If we can't, we're looking for the close above below 58.40 something, right? Probably even go a little bit lower because we're in this, yeah, we're 58.50 probably something, and we're looking for that close below that, and we're looking for the short side of the house. SoFi, I'm not interested in it, man. SoFi to the downside, I'd be shorting this. Okay, SoFi, I know it's popular, guys. I don't know, there's a lot of people that be talking about it. There's some of my nemesis that are on YouTube. I don't say names, but her friends, don't know, right? Some of those jokers, they be talking about SoFi and stuff like that, man. No, man, short this, man. SoFi's garbage. Buy share. I mean, if you really like SoFi, buy shares. Okay, buy shares, nibble in the shares, hold them 5-10 years. You probably make some money. But trading options, don't waste your money. You have to be Johnny on the spot. I mean, you're buying in here, right? And then you catch these spikes. You got to be quick. You got to be quick, because if you don't catch this spike, look what happens. I mean, it happens over and over again, right? You buy in here, boom, down. All right, you buy in here, up, down. Buy in here, up, down. I mean, over and over and over again, right? So you just got to be quick, man. It's not worth the risk. Buy shares though. Down here at this price in the sevens, sure. Buy some shares. Why not? 100 shares. Hold it 5-10 years from now. Maybe double your money. Rivian. Rivian looks okay. Longs. Yeah. They got earnings. FDX, yeah, I like this. We got the pop, we got this down. We're holding this bottom here. I think we look really good for a potential push to the upside. So this is definitely a $40 push here. I do like us making up some of this ground here. So coming out of this descending wedge here, you can kind of draw one of these patterns. I like this. So when we do this, see if I can get this pattern. Let's see, trend channel. Right. Okay. Coming out of this, right? I like this for the push to the upside. Netflix looking good for the push. We bounced, we found support down here, looking like we want to go ahead and start reattacking these levels up here. Nike looking pretty weak. I'm gonna go ahead and stay in these levels. Okay. We go ahead and put a line here, right? I'd go ahead and put a line right here in this middle. What I do is I say, we stay above this, I'm going to go ahead and go long towards 97. If we fail this, I'm going to go ahead and go short towards 88. Caterpillar looks weak. I'd be short in Caterpillar, probably down here to about this 320. All right, guys. Hey, sorry, the internet connection is crappy. It's Kansas, man. Got them tornadoes, dude. Dorothy and Toto and the Wizard of Oz and stuff like that, man. I appreciate you guys, man. We went over a lot of stocks, did about an hour of training. Okay. I hope you got something out of this, gave you a little insight. We went over some of the earnings, some of the stocks and stuff like that. This is what we do. TWR Premium, you guys get this stuff. You should take advantage of this, man. We got a couple people on the line, but you guys should need to take advantage of these opportunities. I get DMs all the time of people. One of the biggest ones. I'll get on my soapbox just for a second, okay? One of my biggest pet peeves, right? People that leave the server, okay? I get it. Some people are going to leave and it's not for them, okay? Trading isn't for them. They tried it out. They're just not good at it, or they lost the interest, the motivation, whatever. I can totally understand that, right? But when you leave, and your number one concern or your answer is when I send you the exit survey and you say, I didn't make no money, right? Okay. And then I look back, right? Because I want to know why. I don't accept I didn't make no money, right? So I look back and I check the chats and I don't see your name in the chat, chit chatting, right? I check the direct messages. I don't see your name in direct messaging, right? I go back and I check my one-on-one mentorship log. I don't see you booking mentorships, right? I go back to the class section. I don't see you purchasing any classes. So I start to think, I'm like, well, okay. So you joined and you didn't take any of the extra stuff that we had to develop yourself further than the basic level, right? Okay. That's not on me. That's not on Traders War Room. That's not on my analysts. That's not on my staff. That's not on any of the Traders War Room, market warriors. That's on you. Okay. That's on you. That's you not wanting to give it 110%. Okay. Trading and investing is an individual art. It's an individual game. Intestinal fortitude. Okay. I want to be a trader. I want to make this happen. I want to do this. And I'm going to take Traders War Room and be part of Traders War Room. And together, we're going to do this together. That's what it's all about. And even if it's not Traders War Room, it's something else. Even if it's you on your own, right? You got to take ownership of it and make it happen. Okay. So with that said, thank you very much. Hopefully you got some value out of this. Hopefully I see you when the market bell rings on the Traders War Room platform. Remember, we got a deal going on right now. It's Maydays, discounts. Check it out. Okay. The links are in the description of the video on all of the social media platforms. Please check it out. I want you guys to share this with your friends and stuff like that, man. Tell them to come be a TWR market warrior. We want you. We want all you guys, man. We'll take everybody, okay, from all the other servers, man, because we're way better than them anyways. But other than that, man, love you guys. Check you guys at the bell. Let's go out there and make some money. All right, team, that's a wrap. Check out TWR's platform and come get some. Remember, scared money don't make money. You got to have a plan and a strategy. Got to be able to control your emotions. Stay calm, cool, and collected. And as always, if you're ready, follow me and let's go to war.
In the Traders War Room, warring with the market every day. We on Zoom. Never gonna quit, ain't no way we gonna lose. I done made a profit and it's way before noon. Way to go, dude. Come and learn how to trade stocks. We rentless with the attack when this thing pop. We market warriors and we can share the same pot. I woke up and went to war in my tank top. Thanks, Pops. He an analyst, a veteran. And we ain't hating on them other dudes, we better than. I was down and then I learned about leveraging. And after that, I ain't never went red again. Green, right? It ain't bad, it just seemed like something wrong with you if you say we ain't tight. Get in and get out before you think twice. Let's have a toast, you bring the drinks and I'll bring ice. Defeat's nice in the Traders War Room. What you wanna do in the Traders War Room?